Yeah.
All right, here we are, Horn Lake, Mississippi, and I got my son Daniel and his good friend E and me, and we got baby girl, we got white girl, and E made a good point. He's like, "What do black people need? What do white people need that black people need?" And I'm like, "All right." He said, "Don't answer, just think about it." So I said, "All right, I got a thought in my mind." And he's like, "What do white people need that black people need?" He's like, "Don't answer, just think of it." And I did, and I thought about it. And he's like, "Damn, they're not. Each one knows something that the other needs to know, but they're not working together."
For real.
See, me and E and Daniel, we're all working together
For real.
here, and that's brings me to my point. Here's what we need to do, and I was telling E this earlier. Why are the inner cities struggling? Why are all the blacks living there and dealing with so much madness? We could totally turn that around. All you got to do is, we sent $500 billion to the Ukraine for what? To kill another 100,000 Russians?
Yeah.
You send that $500 billion to Memphis and you make a law, you make a new law. Only blacks can own the apartment complexes, houses that are sold, the new ones that are sold, liquor stores, restaurants, grocery stores, all of it. They own all of it. And you get a pool of everybody that lives in the neighborhood. And they all get their piece of that pie. And then watch what's going to happen. Ain't nobody going to steal from it. They ain't going to break down them windows. They're not going to be shooting each other, having to try to survive out there, with nothing. So that's what I'm saying. So all you got to do, send that money to Memphis, transform that whole neighborhood. It'll be like Oz. It'll be like the jewel in the United States. You know what I'm saying? You have blacks happy as hell. They got a piece of the gas station, liquor store. They got a piece of the apartment complex, all that shit. They ain't no be drug dealers running around in there anymore. People are gonna be enjoying life. They're gonna be owning things, and they're gonna be watching on their own shit. Get that off my porch, man.
Yeah.
Don't do that shit in this hood.
Then you'll see the community start speaking up for each other. You heard?
Yeah, you see what I'm
You'll
saying?
see the community speaking up like, yeah. I'm just gonna mind my business.
Exactly.
But by you minding your business, look what it's doing by you minding your business. You heard me?
And so, don't you think having black-owned businesses, black-owned everything, would transform the whole place?
I mean, I wouldn't. It'll change a whole lot of minds to do positive instead of negative.
Exactly.
A whole lot of minds.
Exactly.
Because basically, what you want us to respect and cherish is not respecting us. Everything is owned by Arab. Everything owned by Arab. And like, now you want us to respect them, but they ain't respecting us.
No.
You hear me? Real talk.
No, exactly.
For real.
And that's the thing. They come in, these people have been living here for 100, 200 years in these miserable ass cities, right? Their blood is in that soil. Their bodies are in those graveyards. And you don't ever let them have a piece of the pie. Just because other people, Arabs or Jews or Americans or whoever, have more money, they can come in and buy up all their shit, and then open the borders to make sure there's plenty of fentanyl, plenty of ice. Let's keep them all fucked up. And then you go to the jails. I live here near Memphis, and I go to the jail to help my son. And it's all black people. I'm like, where's the white people? I'm like the only white dude in there, and the population's like half and half. And I'm in the courtroom, and it's all blacks. And these poor people, they go up there, and he's like, "You owe $945. You gonna pay it?" Man, I ain't got no money. Well, you better get it, or we're gonna put you in jail. So dude's like, "I don't, Your Honor, I don't have the money." And the judge literally said, he's like, "Then go get it. Go get it and come back by 2:00, or I'm gonna arrest you."
Yeah.
Okay. So he's encouraging crime. He sends this poor guy out.
No way of making money.
No way. And he's like, man, you go get it.
You got
like he's in the mafia and shit.
You got less than 2 hours.
Yeah.
So it's even 2 crimes finna be committed here.
Yeah.
First crime, I'm gonna go do something fast to make this money.
Right.
Second crime, I'm just gonna say, fuck it, I ain't going to court.
Exactly.
You hear me?
Exactly.
You can't push like that.
But so they're doing that shit on purpose, man.
They doing, also, people put themselves in this situation, not aware of their constitutional rights and amendments. You know what I'm saying?
They don't know shit.
Knowing your rights and your amendment brings you a lot of break from the legal law. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you notice stuff, even if you did look wrong, you don't supposed to be punished like this.
Right.
You hear me? So
Right.
knowing a look law or knowing your law, at least easy the damage.
Exactly.
But
so they're creating more crime. They're creating more crime because, and then, you know, they're always busting them for these petty little things, you know, whether it's the insurance expired or whatever. Suddenly there's a $300 fine, right? And next thing you know, half these brothers don't even have driver's licenses.
Yeah.
They took everything they got. They took everything they got. They can't drive. They can't drive. They can't do shit.
A $300 no driving license. A $300 no driving license for unemployed black man will turn into a $3,000 worth of fine because he couldn't pay it in the first place.
Exactly.
But if the law will introduce terms like, listen, you're unemployed, you're here, you can work down your fine by working here doing this. If he was aware of it, not only could you have helped him out the criminal system, you also could have educated him and introduced him to a job.
Yes.
He's been working there 3 months.
Correct.
He knows the job, so when he's off community service, he can work there.
Exactly.
But the system don't think like that, and they won't introduce that to majority.
To keep everybody in bondage, to keep you enslaved.
They only introduce that to the
perpetual thing in the system. They don't want nobody to get better.
To the gas station. We were walking to the gas station. Hey, I didn't know it was blue. I'm like, hey girl, what's up? Why don't you talk to me? She starts like walking, keeps walking. I'm like, what the fuck? What the best you ever had? And she just damn near starts running. I'm like, what the fuck is her? So you're telling me he's like, this bitch is dangerous as hell, man. Whatever. I'm like, damn. She knows I'm dangerous.
Hell yeah, man, you crazy motherfucker. That's like bringing a butter knife to a chef knife. For real, you gonna stop playing with her.
Exactly. Exactly. So anyway, we're gonna wrap this up, but I think it's obvious. Look, we all know what the hell's going on. You guys know it. You're walking around with your little guilt and worried about your little white guilt and shit. It's like, why do you think you got it, man? There's so much we could do. $500 billion to Ukraine. Screw that. Send it to Memphis. Transform the whole freaking place, and then use that as a springboard to Baltimore and Detroit and Chicago and Missouri and St. Louis and all over the world. And we could finally come to peace. We could finally live together instead of just beating each other to death. What do you think, bro?
Won't nobody listen to that, though. They'll say that's crazy. Now, you don't believe me. There's a lot of black-owned business. But if you compare it to Arab-owned business, Caucasian-owned business,
right,
you'll see that there's more Indian owned in business around here than black.
Exactly.
Black is at the very bottom.
Correct.
For real. And then I'm talking about you got everybody that already look down on the black. So why you think they don't respect us? So when we've been taking crap from the white, the
Arabs,
the Arabs,
Vietnamese,
the enemies, you know what I mean? Anybody that don't respect the black community, what make you? That's why it's so easy to burn it down when it's time to burn it down. Because it didn't respect us in the first place. And they got no business with us in the first place. You hear me? Why you got 100 fucking liquor stores in a black community, but no blacks own it?
Exactly.
So you think if a riot busts out, the liquor store gonna be safe?
No.
It ain't ours. Right. Like, then you always talking about black people ain't doing nothing but burn down their own shit.
Yeah.
You tell me what business that we done burnt down that we own.
Yeah.
Alright. Because ain't no black person that don't.
That's awesome, bro. Yeah.
Real talk. The stoves and the
talk.
shit that get burnt down are the people that don't respect that culture. You hear me? I ain't never seen a barbershop get burnt down. You hear me? I done seen grocery stores get broke in during riots and shit because why? Majority of everybody work in that bitch from whites. And probably who own it is whites. So if some shit gotta go, why not theirs? They don't respect us. You hear me? But that's the majority. The minority, like I was just telling you, is Me, somebody with common sense. You hear me? Just because they don't respect me, man, don't mean I gotta do nothing there. Woo-woo.
Real talk.
I get my
Real
own
talk.
shit, try to make my own way, try to do it the right way. You hear me? Well, if I don't make it to the top, you better believe I ain't gonna never be at the bottom again. You hear me? I just never made it to the top.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
right.
If it's time to burn something down, I probably wouldn't burn nothing down because I don't give a fuck. I'm still gonna need that stove later on. You hear me?
Yeah.
And
Real talk.
shit, if I burn it down, I already ain't got a ride. So how the fuck I supposed to get to the next goddamn liquor store? You hear me? Or the next. Yeah. So I wouldn't burn it down because I have common sense. I think before my action. But you got people out here that like, fuck it, they don't respect me, so fuck them. Which is true.
Yeah.
But they don't give you the right to go to the next. You know what I'm saying? But who am I to judge?
Right.
I'm just saying, common sense, and some people that just ain't got common sense at the moment. So black people got common sense. It's just at the moment, it's nothing. It's zero tolerance. So it's understandable. But we always respect. We always respect those that take care of us. We always dedicated our life to those that took care of us. White, black, Mexican, whatever. I mean, if you respected the black community, I promise to God, there's no way you wouldn't have had a problem out of black community.
Exactly.
That's just basically the truth, though. And besides,
all right,
like I
man.
said, we don't own it. So
This is just a little clip.
share some,
I think
share some profit, maybe you'll see this guy.
I think me and E about to go viral here, so people are gonna love what we just talked about, man.
Nah, it's just common sense.
It's just, hey, that's what we do. It's just two dudes talking, smoking some weed, having a good time, making sense. That's what this whole world needs.